Mr. Just Will Squires out of Atlanta. Originally from Indianapolis.
Born there.
Yeah.
Grew up in Georgia, Atlanta area. That's where I started breaking, started doing everything, you know what I mean? So I carry that on my back.
Do you know who's originally from Indiana? Indiana?
Indiana?
You know who's there?
Originally?
Originally.
Celebrity other than MJ.
That's right.
Yeah, the one and only Gary Indiana.
Gary Indiana. That's right. Gary Indiana.
Shout out to the GOAT.
That's good. All right, homie. All right, homie. So give me a number between 1 and 7.
All right.
Give me a number from 1 and 7. Let's get started.
Let me choose the number I don't usually go to.
Let's get this contact.
I'm going to go 6.
6 is the number. The question is, if a breaker continues to take L's in breaking, is it really worth continuing? Now, there was a YouTube video that came out not too long ago, and it was titled Road to 100 Losses. We're not going to drop names, but this particular video, if you guys know exactly what video I'm talking about,
I know what you're talking about.
it was really good production quality. It's a really good video.
Oh, great stuff.
It was good stuff. However, it did reference a person's journey and their consistent journey to take L's. So almost to the extent where you can identify this person as a certified loser. And I say that with all due respect. Now, if a breaker continues to take L's in breaking, in your opinion, yes or no, is it really worth continuing? What says you, Will?
Okay, so I think the first things first is you define what a loser is, right? A loser is basically like they take that L and then that's that. It's the end of the game for them. They lost and then they kind of give it up. I kind of grew up in like a sports household where it was like losing isn't the end, giving up is, right? So like that's what a real loser is. That's kind of that thing where as long as you can keep getting up and trying to improve, then you can always try to make something happen. For me, it's like say we all lose. It's everyone loses from time to time. You don't succeed or you fail one thing or another, right? I mean.
But is it worth continuing?
Is it worth continuing? Now that comes down to the person, right? Now,
what says you?
Says me. I mean,
yes or no?
I got to preface this because this is kind of like a little.
Rich,
winded.
He's new here, Rich. Give him time.
It's a little winded.
Give him some time.
But follow me on this, right?
Go ahead, homie.
So, it's like this. You lose a lot, right? And then it's up to you, like. When you do finally win or get a win, all those losses feel worth it. You know what I mean? And that's only if you're really putting in that effort to be like, I want to at least experience that win. But then there's some people who can do something for 10 years, not get better at it, keep losing, but they just like showing up or whatever. And it's like, oh, is that worth doing? For me, no, that's not worth doing. But the other one where it's like, yeah, I'm losing, but all this is just because I'm trying to really get a win, and one day I'm going to be overdue for that win. When I do get it, it's going to feel amazing because I took all these losses. So that depends on like what the person wants out of the journey. You know what I mean?
Hoping that you're going to get a win.
Hoping that you're going to get a win, but. There's people who's like, oh, I'm just doing it to be doing it. So like they don't care to get a win. They just care about showing up or whatever. But then there's one thing I talk to people about when it comes to like when you talk to people about if you want to win or not want to win, you can't really listen to anyone who never wins, and you can't listen to someone who wins all the time. Like when you're someone who's kind of like right there in the middle where you have to earn those wins, it makes those wins feel, the weight of it, this value. Because people who win all the time, they don't put themselves in the shoes of someone who never wins. And so it's like, oh, winning isn't everything. It was like, okay, but
For me, it is.
for me, it kind of means something. And then for people who never win, when they say, "Oh, winning isn't everything," it's like, well, God definitely ain't gonna listen to you.
So let me ask you this then, homie. Does the journey itself solidify being a certified loser?
I mean, if you enjoy it, if you enjoy yourself, if
Being a loser.
like to me is like the loser is kind of what you get out of it in the end.
Did you have fun?
Because I don't like the whole it's like, oh, you're here to have fun thing, but you know, for some people that's their goal. There's no wrong reason to break. For like when I was 10 years into breaking, I wasn't nearly anywhere as good as I wanted to be, and I told myself I don't want to be breaking for a long time and not accomplish anything.
Okay.
And not be good at it or not be able to like do something worth a damn. So it was that split road at that moment where I decided either I start working harder and start trying to accomplish something, or I just give it up. Now,
So bottom line, homie. Bottom line, if a breaker continues taking L's in breaking, in your opinion, based on the context that you've provided,
right.
is it really worth continuing? Yes or no?
I would have to say me personally, because like winning is kind of the point of like competing. I would say like, hey man, like know your limits. If like that's not the case, then probably not worth doing it.
So yes
But
or no? I need an answer, homie. I need an answer. You're deflecting.
I would
You're
say
deflecting.
I would say no personally. Like
Okay.
if I'm just gonna keep taking L after L, I would personally not do it.
Okay.
But like I said, there's gonna be people who is like, you know what, they like battling, they'll do, so they can keep doing it.
Okay.
I know for me personally, at some point, it's like it would bother me.
All right, no problem.
Sure.
Rich Nice. Now, Rich Nice, you are a vet on this show. Let's not act like you don't have experience being on this show. Same question, homie. If a breaker continues to take L's in breaking, is it really worth continuing? What says you, homie? Keep it real.
I says yes, man. See what you feel like. Get in the finals. Beat somebody. Stop taking L's.
Well, no, that's not the thing, though. That's not the question. The question is that you're continuing to take L's, decade after decade after years after years.
Maybe you would just like stop competing, and then it's still
man.
breaking is still worth breaking.
We don't know. We don't dictate fate, bro. You could break the curse. 100 losses, 101. If you would have entered that battle, could have been your battle.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe,
It could've
but
been
we're not.
your
We're
battle.
being
Right.
objective here. We're talking about what we have,
It could've
what
been-
we currently have.
Right,
If you've
right.
been breaking for 15 years and you've constantly came runner up, okay, or you just haven't even gotten out of the prelims. I mean, that was a huge trend of people talking online with regards to not even getting out of prelims, and here you are, 10 years, 13 years, 15 years, damn near 20 years, and you still haven't accomplished that W. Is it worth continuing? Is the journey worth continuing? What says you, Rich? Yes or no?
Yes.
You already said yes,
I'm
right?
sticking with the yes.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that journey is a win in itself. You kept showing up. You know what I mean? You kept showing up. You and also in breaking, right? What is an L? That means 3 judges didn't point at you or whatever many like that means the judge is there. It's still subjective at the end of the day, right? The judges are going to be like, you won or lost. Like, for example, me personally, I set personal goals for myself. So even if I could lose top 16, but I wanted to do this combo. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get off this. So if I did that, I didn't hurt myself, it was clean, whatever. That's my dub for the day. I didn't hurt myself. The guy would beat me. Either he's better than me or he's worse than me, and they judge wrong. You know what I mean? So what does that loss mean to me?
Let me ask both you guys this, Rich. To start with you, has there ever been a time where you've lost a jam or lost a battle, and you were like, you know what, I'm gonna fall back from battling for a little while.
Yes.
I'm just gonna
Fuck.
chill.
Yes.
So that loss kind of motivated you to not continue battling. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure this goes for a lot of people. A lot of people be like, I'm entering, let's say freestyle session all the way in November, right? I'm not entering no jams before that because I'm not ready. Like, I won't be ready till November 1st or whenever it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You set a date for yourself. You set a goal. To me, that journey in itself is the win, too. So you can go there and say, you know, da-da-da. But that prep of putting in that work, to me, that's the win. Now, if you win, that's a win. You know what I mean? Like, that's the end goal. But that's only, 5% of that journey, because it's, August? And you gave yourself, 3-4 months to prepare for this huge grand thing or whatever. You prepared your body. You've been jump roping or whatever breakers do or whatever like that. So
Will, same question.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now, because you know I've had a few losses where I'm like recently where I was just like I could have won this if I was just that much better, a little bit better against good guys, which is like it's cool that it's like I'm having these close battles with dudes who are this dope, but I want to walk away with like those wins, and it's like that's just personally how I feel. I know so like there's losses I've had where I'm like, oh, that was a good battle, and I'm still proud of it, but a win would just be that much better. And so right now is like I'm on this journey of just like trying to lose some weight and get my power right, do all this other stuff, and honestly, it's like if I don't complete this stuff, then I won't get those wins the way I want to. It's like, so I think right now, the journey is like the key of it all. And I don't think it has to be like a happy journey. Like sometimes it's frustrating. The journey is very frustrating, but that's what makes the end result that much like, more acceptable when you finally get there, whether you're at the top of the mountain or you do something that people watch and goes, oh, this guy was amazing. It's like, all the hard times, the blood, sweat, and tears leading up to it, it sucks, but it's worth it, I think.
Okay.
So, like the losses, like as long as you make them learning experiences, you keep moving forward, I guess.
Okay, all right. So
you know what's crazy? Let me just add one more thing to this topic and got these battles on. A lot of times the things, at least I remember, and the people at least that I know of remember, we remember battles. There's a lot of times people be like, who won that jam? Oh, so-and-so. All right, whatever. And you forget about it in 2 seconds. But then you be like, yo, did that Grom round? I don't even know if it was semis, top 8, or whatever.
That was
whatever
semis, I remember that.
Right. I remember that. Like, I remember the round, that battle. I don't know if they won or lost, but I knew that round was nasty. That's, you know what I mean? So, to me, that's also a win in itself.
That's a win in itself.
That's a win in itself.
But I ain't gonna lie, though. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, I would love to have those moments, too, and then people come up to you afterwards, and they're like, yo, that shit was fire, blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, yeah, but even if no one remembers what I did, but I still won the jam, I remember it. That's on me.
Because how many battles, I'm sure you have battles too, where it's like, yo, I thought you won. Or like, yo, you killed it. Like, I was watching you and like, blah, 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 blah. Again, so it goes back to like the judges.
I'll say one of my favorite losses, right? One of my favorite losses was at Cap City in Michigan. And I teamed up with Sleep Dog from Atlanta, RFTA. And this was the second time we ever teamed up, because the first time we teamed up, we won Who Got the Props, and it was just like, like a crazy chemistry we had, because we won that jam, we felt so good, and then we go into this next one in Cap City, and then way more dope squads were there, and this was like right off the back of me doing the ESPN battle, and we get there, and it was just like we felt the chemistry again. And we're just kind of running through this bracket. But the other squad here that was also running through this bracket was Ills and Burn from Canada. These guys are nasty. And they were making like light work of everybody.
Okay.
And it was kind of just like, we would think, oh man, we're going to meet them in the finals? No, we met them in the semis. And it was like 2 rounds. And we're just like, we're literally the only squad here that
could even contend.
With them.
Yeah. Nice.
And
that was the real finals.
It was the real finals. And those like were the hypest battles we had. And
so
it was like 2 ties and a vote for them. Like Ills had to take his glasses off for this. It was like, yo, like Yanni's talking trash.
Yeah. All right, so
it was crazy.
So according to 46 people with regards to this particular question,
all right.
If a breaker continues taking L's in breaking, is it really worth continuing.
Well, can I guess the number? Can I guess the number?
You can, if you want
Okay, I'm gonna say 75 people said yes.
to. Rich, do you want to guess?
I mean, I say yes. You said no. So
I
right?
said no.
You said no, right? All right, so 92% said yes.
I knew it was gonna be that.
They said it's really worth.
and
worth
that's
continuing.
because and you know and I won't even like.
People delusional.
It's not
Okay.
even, we're all delusional,
We're
right?
all
Like
delusional.
we're still going. We're
All
still
right,
going.
like, we're
My whole
still
thing
going.
is that breaking is worth it.
Yeah.
Breaking is worth. Breaking is we love this.
One day I
shit.
might catch
All right.
Victor and like they're gonna be like this.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank